other than sunlight, which can be fatal to them. There are very few ways in which to conquer a vampire. However, various legends and reference books about these creatures of the night, as well as my own experiments, have affirmed the following. Firstly, vampires detest the smell of garlic. This preventative measure, used in a good number of regions subject to the depredation of these creatures, is omnipresent in the folklore of these aforementioned regions. Secondly, vampires cannot endure the fact that they cannot see their reflection in a mirror. This optical effect, which I feel confident I can witness, strikes them like a club, with the vacuity and aberrance of their existence. Thirdly, some storytellers mention an irrational fear of running water, as well as a specific vulnerability to silver bullets. I have not been able to test and validate these theses. In fact, during the half a lifetime that I have dedicated to the research and annihilation of these creatures, I have only had as true recourse 3 weapons which have proven decisive. The crucifix foremost. Brandished with conviction, it fights off these creatures and prevents for a moment all attacks from them. Next, holy water. It serves to inflict wounds on the creature because it burns its flesh like acid. Lastly, a wooden stake is the final instrument of destruction. After having discovered the sanctuary of the enemy, one must profit from its damned slumber in order to strike with the greatest force into the beating heart of...
Professor, it's me. It's Maria, your lodger. Professor, there's a letter here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Slide it under the door.
Can I get you anything, Professor? Something to eat, perhaps?
What? No, thank you, Maria.
But Professor, it's been 4 days now that you haven't been outside, is it?
Maria, I am trying to work. Leave me in peace. My friend, how can I allow you to leave? And what will become of you? I should have been in your place in this cursed castle and been destroyed by the one whom I have chased for years. You've had Mina. Poor thing. What grief I will cause when I shall tell her the news. There isn't a moment to lose. We must inform Mina. She is in grave danger.
Come in, Professor. I am pleased to see you. Please excuse the disorder in my attire, but I haven't had the strength to attend to the housekeeping this morning.
But what is going on, Mina? And where is your servant?
Jenny is absent. She is with her sister. My God, I am at a loss for words. We found her poor sister yesterday, dead. An atrocious crime. Today's newspapers gives the heinous details. The police came here to break the news to Jenny. She was shocked and had to go to the police station to identify her sister. What a tragedy! She was my junior by 3 years and now she's dead. But what a paltry hostess I am. To what pleasure do I owe your visit? Have you received news of Jonathan?
Not at the moment. I came to see if all was well. Jonathan repeatedly insisted I take care of you. I reckoned, could I take you for a stroll in the park, perhaps?
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. I must alter my thoughts. Give me a few moments in order to ready myself.
I did not have the courage to break the sad news to her, but it must be done sooner or later. What could have happened to this poor young girl? Mina told me that it was mentioned in the papers. Vampires possess numerous powers. such as uncommon physical capabilities and the ability to transform into bats. It is a photograph of Harker. Mina is very much in love with him. This pile of newspapers must have belonged to Harker. He kept them to help him in his hunt. Perhaps I will find the article to which the News Times made reference today. These articles surely contain some clues which will permit me to discover where the perpetrator of these wrongdoings has taken refuge. Damnation! This cannot be a coincidence. Harker's letter spoke of his host's interest in London. I must get to the bottom of this. Beautiful roses. Harker's map of London, quite detailed. These articles surely contain some clues which will permit me to discover where the perpetrator of these wrongdoings has taken refuge. That's where the corpse of Jenny's young sister. Was discovered, and that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape. Here is the Melfords building. And that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape. Here is the place where this young religious woman was attacked by this demon. And that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape. Ah, here is the spot where McAllister was found lying under a porte-cochere. Ah, here is the spot where McAllister was found lying under a porte-cochere. Ah, here is the spot where McAllister was found lying under a porte-cochere. And that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape. All of these paths cross at a point, Godalming Manor, next to Bloomsbury Cemetery. I must get there as soon as possible while it is still day. The park and Mina will wait. My dear child, I had forgotten some urgent business that calls me elsewhere in London.
We aren't going to the park.
It is only postponed for the time being. But I would like you to do something for me. Could you please find me a dozen bulbs of garlic from one of the markets? Bring them here and hang them near the windows.
Near the windows?
Ah, yes. I do not have the time to explain it to you, but you must do this for me. And if a stranger comes to see you and claims to be here on my behalf, or that of Jonathan, do not, under any circumstance, let them in.
You are alarming me, Professor. Should I be worried?
No, it is nothing. At least I think not. All will be well. I shall return this evening, and we shall dine together, if I am still alive. Godalming Manor.
How can I be of service?
Hello, I am Professor Ernesto Slavakopit from the Agricultural University of New Hampstead, connected to the Center for Cheese Proficiency. I have just retired and have been looking in London for a quiet new residence that is large enough to shelter my expansive research materials. Now your dwelling, or rather that of your employer, corresponds exactly with what I am looking for. Will you announce me so that he and I can discuss a potential offer?
The master ID and he told me.
He told you what?
What?
Your master. What did he tell you? Certainly to welcome visitors with politeness during his absence and allow them to wait in the lounge. Isn't that correct?
The master told me to crush the big flies that buzz about here and bother his sleep. Yeah. He even told me I could eat him if I wanted to.
Bother his sleep. Interesting. I must find a way to enter this location. Bloomsbury Cemetery. Rather unappealing. Closed. Ugh, what stench. Two bottles of wine. Empty. I doubt if the undertaker can offer me much help. This might be useful. I am taking it. Hello, my good man. I would appreciate some information on the house next to your beautiful...
Oh, got me no time to natter like an old lady, mister. Got me a tomb to dig, and take my word for it, tain't no piece of cake.
You are digging a tomb. Wouldn't one use an ordinary shovel for this kind of labor?
Oh, right you are, mister, but mine is in the tool shed, and the combination lock is busted. Impossible to open the confounded door. I'm almost done anyhow.
Have you worked here long, sir?
Long's my name. Oh, I've been slogging away here for a wee bit. I used to work in tarring, you know. And I've bartended a wee bit too. Now I got me the best of both. I'm dirty from morning till night. And the clients never complain about the service.
And you do not know the combination of this lock?
Well, you know, as it happens, it'd be the boss who put it on, see? It's stronger than the old one. on accounts of the blighters who lurk around the cemetery at night this past while. He told me the combo, but,
Let me guess. You forgot it.
Mister now, I be a grave digger me, not a pen pusher. Have to wait till the boss gets back to open it, that's right. I use my mitts while I wait.
If you would happen to remember some of the numbers, I could perhaps try to open it. All combinations have their logic, generally.
Oh, ain't likely, mister. I can't remember a thing. Oh, wait. He said that if I drew a blank, it would help to think of the ages of J.B. Lemon and his wife, marked on their mausoleum now. A real joker, the boss.
And where is this mausoleum located?
Near the north stairs, cross from the entrance, yeah. I ain't been to see, 'cause, well, I got me better things to do, I do. Don't matter, 'cause, well, I figure, oh, well, if you think, yeah. Hey, now, he also said to flip the numbers I'd find. So, like, a 6 makes 9, upside down. Whatever.
I shall leave you to your work then.
Right then, Gov.
A black veil. Someone must have left it here during a ceremony, perhaps. I shall bring it to the watchman, if I see him. This must have been a military or a sword collector. It is a martyred angel. Lovely flowers. They seem to resemble those that I saw at Mina's, but these seem to come from wild rose bushes. There is a martyred angel. That one there seems to have suffered particularly. The mausoleum of J.B. Lemon. Perfect. I can read the inscription like that. Let's see. Rather sinister, this mausoleum, with its 2 monks at the entrance. This grate seems quite solid. This open. A shovel. That could help the Undertaker. A lantern. I'll take it. Night will soon fall. This statue was carved recently. The Undertaker's cloakroom, most likely.
I gots to get digging, otherwise I'd be forced to bury elsewhere.
Say, my good man, I found a black veil on a tomb.
Oh, must be one of them bourgeoisies gone and forgotten it. I ain't no lost and found here, so keep it yourself or toss it.
There it is, my man. The door is open. You should be able to finish your work in time. Now, I wish you to tell me about Godalming Manor, next to the cemetery. It's inhabited. Is that not correct?
Rightio, mister. But hasn't been that way long, no. Nothing moves during the day. Ain't been a single soul. But at night, there's something else, eh? I is certain that it's one of them blokes over there who've been rummaging around in me cemetery at night. That's why the boss put the blasted lock on the shed. Hasn't seemed to stop him, though. The only one bothered is me. Don't need the shovel now. Almost done.
Have you perhaps heard of another entrance to the manor?
As for another entrance, I couldn't say, mister. The old watchman, the bloke who made the statues, he knew a bit about around here, so yes. Said something about a tunnel between the cemetery and the manor. He did, yes.
Tell me, can I speak with him?
Not likely, as the old man's dead. He's in the mausoleum down low. It's got 2 monks at the entrance and a big rusted grill. He's resting there with his sweet book, and it'll say something about the passage, but I ain't got a clue how to get in. No visitors and all.
I shall leave you to your work then.
Right then, Gov.
Ah, this must be the mausoleum of the former watchman. There is an inscription on the ground, but I cannot read it because of the darkness. There, the grate is slightly ajar. I must now get the lantern through. Perfect. I can read the inscription like that. Let's see. I will recopy all of that. This poem seems to indicate how to enter the mausoleum. This finely worked plate has the appearance of a mechanism. When the saint sacrifices himself to redeem our sins, the demons drink his blood, and the pure cry on him. There. Perfect. A hydraulic mechanism, I suppose. I will recopy all of that. There. Perfect. This finely worked plate has the appearance of a mechanism. Only the pious and the pure have eternal salvation and nothing to fear. There. Perfect. A hydraulic mechanism, I suppose. The demon is everywhere, in the eye of the spider, the serpent, the toad, and the wolves. There. Perfect. Now the mausoleum of the former watchman must be open. Oh. It is very cold in here. And what stench! This little room isn't often used. There, a book. Ugh, what stench! A few trapped flies. The pillar, it is moving. I believe I have found it is the secret passage which Long told me about. Now, let us throw ourselves into the mouth of the beast. This door is extremely solid. No chance of forcing it.